just checking.
Yeah, these are.
Now it's gender. Well, the longer one was like, but this was gender neutral, so I wasn't.
Yeah, we try to create gender neutral.
Okay, perfect.
Alex, Robin,
Yeah, perfect.
Ashley,
Yeah.
Ashley Wilkes, Gone with the Wind.
Ashley was originally a male name in Europe,
It is. Yep, you're absolutely correct.
and then it was the most popular female name when I was born.
All right, you ready to go?
Yes.
Paul, you're up.
Come in.
Hey, how's it going, Alex?
Hi.
Paul Pedron with Tom James.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Do you mind if I take a seat? And
Go ahead.
thank you very much. I appreciate it. So I was actually talking to your father about 2 or 3 days ago, and he said that you graduated from the Harvard
Yep.
about 2 years ago. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And he told me that you were part of the MOOC court. You got into MOOC court, and you were part of the law review editor.
Yep.
Well,
I mean, I stayed pretty busy.
congratulations on that. Not everybody gets into Harvard, right from the get-go. I have actually a friend who, he was always an overachiever. I met him in 8th grade, and he's now in Chicago, which is one of the top as well, but nowhere near Harvard. He worked really hard for many years and still wasn't able to get into Harvard. So, congratulations for that, though, anyways, because I know it's a battle up. So, but before
appreciate it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But before I forget, let me go ahead and give you business cards.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, my
Here's
pleasure.
mine.
Thank you very much, Alex. And my my email is right there.
Perfect.
As well as my phone number. Feel free to call me, text me, or shoot me an email. My preferred method is email, but whatever you need at any time, you can go ahead and call me too. So, so Alex, so how did you get into environmental?
Yeah, so, I mean, just for me growing up, I was always, a bit of a nature a person, always outside playing. We lived near the water,
Catching
so
like the butterflies and stuff like that.
pretty much, yeah, that was me. My parents never knew what creature I was going to be bringing home.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of where it started for me, and then just kind of being passionate about it and seeing, just different things, growing up, how we're harming the environment, so definitely wanted to get back on the other side and see how I could help protect it.
Makes sense. So just out of curiosity, do you deal with anything that has to do with what's it called, solar powers or stuff like that? Do you deal with anything that has to do solar wise, or is it just anything that comes to you take, or do you specialize within environmental?
Yeah, good question. So I'm not at the specialization part yet. I'm still kind of getting my feet wet and kind of figuring out which direction I want to go. But yeah, that's definitely something I could take part in.
Awesome. And what do you see yourself in 5-10 years maybe?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully a partner at my current law firm.
Okay.
That would be definitely a goal of mine.
I'm assuming that they're treating you very well. I mean, did you go right from Harvard to the law firm?
Yeah, well, I actually interned with them while
Okay.
I was in school, so I was able to kind of build that relationship. So that's how I aligned with them.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And so what do you like to do in your free time?
Yes, kind of same thing. I'm pretty much, definitely not dressed in this, kind of more in like workout gear, casual wear, trying to be outside as much as possible. That's kind of stuck with me.
Gotcha. Okay.
Kind of why I think I never got a full hold on the professional attire. Because
Gotcha.
it was typically, dirty jeans and t-shirts growing up. So.
Okay, cool. So Alex, this is what I would like to do with our time. First, I would like to ask you some questions about your shopping experiences. What do you wear? Just ask, some basic questions about you and what you do. And I'll tell you a little bit about Tom James. And if everything seems to match up, then we can go ahead and proceed to the next step. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Beautiful. So, would you mind if I take some notes while I ask you the questions?
Yeah, go ahead.
Perfect. And is there anybody else that should be present here before we get started?
Nope.
Just
It'll
you?
be all me. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Okay, so currently at work, what do you usually wear? What's your typical professional attire?
Yeah, so full suit. That's typically what I'm expected to wear on a daily basis. I have been a little bit more behind the scenes so far, but we like to kind of keep that professional atmosphere in the law firm. So yeah.
So even on the off days when you don't have to meet with any clients, you still wear suits?
No, I mean when I'm not in a work setting, I'm not wearing suits. But whenever it is a work setting, it would be some type of suit, whether it's a dress and a jacket or a pantsuit or something like that.
Perfect. And what are the key decision criteria that you look for when picking out, your attire?
Yeah. So, I mean, definitely I would say comfort, that's
Comfort.
really big for me. I know a lot of suits can be pretty stiff and, you can't really move around. I don't like that. And, at the same time, I know that I need to invest in this, but I don't want to spend too much money.
I completely understand.
So, I mean, I try to be pretty frugal as well.
Okay, sounds good. And are you more fashion inclined or more conservative?
I would say more conservative.
More conservative. I mean, obviously working at a law firm kind of makes you,
Right.
yeah, you're not working for a fashion. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
gotcha. And are options important to you, or do you just want something plain, simple, and that's it?
I mean, if there's options, I want them to be decided for me ahead of time. I'm not as good
You're not
with
good.
making the decisions.
Okay,
So if there
perfect.
are options, that's fine. If you could plan them out, but
Gotcha.
it definitely heard some snickering about some of the choices I've made, and I thought they were good walking out the door, and I definitely learned otherwise once I
I'm
arrived
sure.
at
I'm sure you
work.
made good decisions. All right, perfect. So, do you see yourself in more of an elegant or more comfortable, attire? What's more important to you? Let me rephrase that. What do you value more, comfort or elegance?
I'd say comfort.
Comfort.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Okay, perfect. And typically, where do you do your shopping?
So when I make myself go once a year, I'll go to some of the different stores that have a good selection of female suits. I mean, I've done like Banana Republic.
Okay.
So I mean, they have some really nice outfits and some of the other
Okay.
women's suit shops.
No, banana's really not bad. My actual girlfriend, we've been together for 6 years now. She shops all the time, banana.
You haven't gotten her to wear your suits?
I haven't tried. My budget is not at a Harvard
Okay.
level yet, but soon, hopefully, in a few years, I'm gonna get her a nice suit. She doesn't really wear suits too often, so
Okay.
it's more of a once in occasion type of. If we have something like a special event, for example, that's when she'll pull out a suit every once, maybe a month. So it's not
Yeah.
like you need. She needs it very, very frequent.
Often,
She
that
works
makes sense.
She works at a vet office, so
Okay.
she deals with animals. The thing that she needs at least is a suit.
Yeah.
So if you can rate your suit buying experience, not only your suits but your experience when you go out and buy a suit, how would you rate it on a scale from 1 to 10?
So if I have a Starbucks, a 4. Without a Starbucks, a 2.
Okay.
So
And what would you make that? How can we get that to a 10? What would you say it's needed to get to a 10?
to not have to go to the mall.
Okay. So would you agree that you being a very busy woman, I'm sure you spend a lot of time in the office and dealing with clients, and so just the fact that you have to go out of the office and go visit Banana, which opens maybe 10 to 5, or if it's a big city, 10 to 9 maybe. I'm sure you're usually at the office most of the time. Is that correct?
Yeah, or with clients,
Or with
but
clients.
not really at the mall. So the hours are typically inconvenient.
Right. Inconvenience is a big issue. Okay. And so how long does shopping usually, when you go once a year, how long does it take?
Probably a few
A
hours.
few hours.
Yeah, because I have to kind of stock up, and I try to avoid having to go back, which sometimes I do, which is a pain.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, it makes sense, especially when you can't find the right fitting. And
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense perfectly. So, so what would you rather be doing with those 2 or 3 hours that you spend once a year? What could you possibly see yourself doing with that time?
Yeah, I mean anything but shopping. I mean being outdoors, going on a bike ride, being at the beach. I mean really any of the other
Getaway.
things I'd rather be doing with my free time. Now, I mean my dad's all about you guys.
Yes, he is.
I'll be honest though, I don't know if I want to look like my dad.
And
So
yeah.
that would definitely be a little concern when he, encouraged me to set this up.
Now, when you say you don't want to look like your dad, exactly what would you refer? I mean, how do you perceive your dad? How would you perceive your dad in Tom James? Like, is it more
An older
school,
man,
old school?
and I'm a younger woman,
Right.
so don't want our
Gotcha.
styles to align too much. So, I mean, do all your suits look the same? Is it all kind of a similar look?
Not at all. And once I'll show you the presentation, and I'll give you a little bit of options so you can check out what we have. Anything from old school to new school.
Okay.
Or we can be halfway. So whatever fits your needs more. If you don't want to look old school, that's fine. I'm not a big fan of big tie, old conservative suit, long. I'm not a fan of that at all. And I wear my Tom James suit more fitted, more new school, more. It's like a mix of fashionable with at the same time, having some elegance included.
Okay.
It makes heads turn really fast. Trust me.
Makes sense.
And but yeah, no, that should not be a concern whatsoever. And once I show you, I'm sure you'll agree with me.
Okay.
So what is some your coworkers wearing at work currently? Are they wearing like off the rack type of outfits, or are they going more with Tom James and more customized suits?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would definitely like to know that if another one is. I mean, are any of the other lawyers in this firm a client of yours?
Yes, actually, we have.
Okay.
And I'll show you a video of actually. His name is Mark,
Okay.
like your father, and he's a longtime client of ours. He worked with a firm near this area as well, and I'll show you the video. He's also a lawyer.
Okay.
And so I'll show you his experience. I'll show you a 2-minute video. It shouldn't be too long, and you can tell me how you feel about it afterwards.
Okay.
But yeah, so what happens when you go to the store and you cannot find the suit that you were looking for? Do you usually go, or you stop searching, or what's the next step?
Yeah, so I mean, I'll typically probably go to like another store or so, and then I think once I found a couple of good suits, I've just reworn them. To the point where some of them have holes in them now. So I would look until I did find one, and then I just would keep it.
Okay, perfect.
I mean, I have I feel like I have enough clothes now.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's not necessarily the amount at this point in time.
It's
So
more of the quality.
yeah, I guess that would be it, and having better options.
Okay, yeah. Completely understand, and most of our clients felt the same way, and then they realized that once they get to customize, and I mean that's quality is everything we're about.
Right.
We pick your insides, your outside, your pocket. I mean the fabric. You honestly, the quality doesn't get any better than Tom James.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that sounds pretty fancy. I mean, how expensive is this gonna be?
They could range anywhere from I wouldn't say, I mean, packages start at $12,000. However, I wouldn't say go ahead and buy a $12,000
Yeah.
package right to start off. I would like to start with something small, see how you fit in it. So I could go anywhere from $800 to start up, start nice suit.
And is that one suit or is that a package?
That's a one suit. I'm talking about one inside shirt. Yeah, I guess you could say it's a very small package, because the starting packages that we have will have 2 suits with 4 shirts and ties, and I mean you wouldn't need a tie, but it's a variation of multiple things.
Okay.
Now, what I would recommend for you, since you're starting off and you're coming off with something, you're coming from a different background, I would say start off with something small. $800 will bring you a shirt, the jacket, customizable for you. Everything, and we measure everything. We go from here, shoulders. I'll be your suit. You can't go to Banana and pick a suit that's made for Alex. You find a Banana suit that's more efficient for them to create, that will serve the public better, but nothing for you specifically. So what we're gonna do is, what we do is create custom-made suits for clients. Nobody else has them. Nobody else has the same shoulders as you do, the same hips as you do,
Yeah.
same chest as you. Like nothing is the same with everybody else. So that's what we do for clients. And
Okay.
and I know you don't like to travel, so we're actually bring people here to your office or your home, whatever time, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the morning, whenever you need it, we'll be
Right.
there. So
Okay.
convenience it shouldn't be an issue as well. But would you say image is do you feel like people base or judge on image nowadays?
I mean, I think it's a part of it. I mean, I've been recognized just a lot for my work.
Right.
But I mean, as my father says, to really go to that next level, I mean, my whole life I remember him obsessing over his new suit and kind of showing that off. So,
Okay.
I mean, I definitely could see the benefit in that if he's, where he is in his career, and I am, obviously
Okay.
just in the beginning of mine.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And I mean, that's one of the things that I've learned with time is that people just judge based on image. You look at board, cartels and stuff like that outside, and you base, or if you see somebody dressed not so nice, you think it's or something like that. I mean, I might not be the nicest thing to think of, but reality is not. People nowadays base and judge on image. Now you mentioned you wanted to be a partner. You're trying to climb up to that partner, and that's what we're also here to help you out. We want to align your goals with your look and have that nice curve appeal for you. and just go ahead and launch it out for you, and hopefully you'll achieve what you need to. So so if I can make you a suit that's gonna be original, tailored, and customized for your needs and your measurements, would that be something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, I mean, as long as the price is right and it's comfortable, and one other question I did have though
Yeah.
is I hate doing laundry. Is this all dry clean only, or what is how do I take care of this?
Just like every suit, you are gonna have to dry clean it. However, good news is that regular suits will usually take about you have to dry clean about a week and a half. I mean, according to what it sounds like you use them.
Yeah.
How often you need about a week and a half, 2 weeks. Our suits are such high quality, and that's one of the things that you were mentioning. Those quality is you don't have to dry clean them. I dry clean mine about a month to 2 months,
Okay.
anywhere in between. So that extra, I dry clean a suit can come out to be $40, $20, depends on where you go
Right.
and what type of quality. If you want to have the starch or so. That's one of the things that we do. We actually pick it up from you and take it to a dry cleaner.
Right.
We don't have to. You don't have to actually step out of your office for anything whatsoever. If you need us to take other stuff that you have currently, we can go ahead and do that as well.
Okay.
So
nice.
yeah, that's most of our clients are either lawyers or engineers because they're so busy with the times. They have families, they have traveling to do, they have and so what they can do is just pick up the phone like you have right there, pick it up, say, hey Paul, come out here, I need you to take this and tailor it because it's not fitting the way I want it to fit, or if it needs to be dry clean, we can do that all for you. And all you have to do is hit a few digits on your phone, and then we'll come out here, pick it up, and then sit back out.
Perfect.
So does it sound like, does that meet your...
Yeah.
Okay,
No, that
perfect.
sounds good.
Okay, now I just want to go ahead and show you, because I know one of the concerns that you had was old school, looking like your dad. So
Yeah, don't want that.
Yeah. So one of the things I wanted to show you is, how we can range anywhere from more fashionable to more conservative. As you can see, there are younger women that wear Tom James. Actually, a lot of our younger lawyers actually wear Tom James. Hence, it's not the cheapest. I mean, you already know that, but
Right.
the quality is there, the fashion is there, and it's a suit that nobody else has up there. So, does that solve your concern in regards of fashion, or do you feel?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, that definitely looks like something I would, consider wearing, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
perfect. Well, I'm glad okay. Okay, and then in regards to traveling, because I know you said that another concern that you had was stepping out of the office. You don't like shopping. Does the fact that we go out there and pick up the suit for you and take it either to get it tailored or dry clean or remeasured or whatever the case may be, we come to you. Does that meet, the traveling or leaving your office type of issue that you have with current shopping, or no?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys will actually deliver and then deliver my suit and bring all my clothes to dry cleaning, I think that definitely would, kind of answer that. Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So, I mean, is there anything at all that's stopping you from proceeding on, and I don't want you to buy anything right now, but is there anything that's stopping you currently from stepping in your office next week, maybe around Wednesday, and bringing in some fabric so you can choose and feel what type of fabric do you like, or is there anything else that you wanna conversate on that's stopping you from?
No, I mean, I think I'd be open to, I want to take a look at my closet to see kind of what I would be looking for again,
Okay.
but I'd be open to kind of setting up that follow-up.
Okay, beautiful. So I would go ahead and then send you and Google. Actually, no, I'll just go ahead and send you a text if that's okay with you.
Okay.
And for Wednesday at 3 p.m. next week, that sounds good?
Yep, that should work.
Okay, and before I leave, is there anybody else that you could possibly think that might need our services? Maybe a friend? Who would you exchange paychecks with? Maybe perhaps going through your phone and seeing what type of contacts. Would you mind maybe emailing me a list of references if that's okay with you?
Yeah, I'll think about it and I'll have some prepared for you next week.
Perfect, sounds good. So, Alex, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Oh, alright, so the time is like 1 minute. Is that 20 minutes?
Mhm.
Was that 20 minutes? Okay, wow, holy crap, time flew by. I was like, I want to show you a video, and I was like, no video anymore. So I was like, oh, maybe I should have asked, like, oh, I don't know. Freaking, I guess so how I want to do this. I don't know if it's a room, I'm just nervous. So,
Probably like the energy.
Yeah.
Deep breath.
Yeah.
You're done. It's all good.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm gonna have to dry clean this shirt after this. But thank you very much.
Yeah, no, good job. I mean,
And-
it sounds like you have a lot of knowledge. So,
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
well, just make sure you know you're asking open-ended questions.
That's what I wanted to do more.
And do you guys get to watch these?
Yes, we do.
So I would say when you're watching it, you want your buyer really to be talking 70% of the time.
Okay, so.
So just kind of watch what that breakup, I don't know exactly what it is because I was here in the moment, but really watch that breakup and make sure, see if like, hey, because if you want to cut down on time, see like, hey, how much was I talking versus the
How much are
buyer?
we talking?
Yeah, because if you noticed yourself talking, that's a lot of stuff you could probably cut out. So,
That's a good, yeah, I've never thought about it like that. Cause like,
Yeah.
we had like little reviews and stuff like that afterwards, but, I just wanna make sure that
that's just something small for like timing.
No, but it does make a lot of sense when you say that. You wanna have the other person talking
Yeah.
more time so than me talking, and I feel like.
Your spiel is at the presentation at the end.
Mhm.
And you want to be interactive, obviously. You don't want to just not say anything, but just in terms of that questioning, it should be kind of very little. It's kind of open-ended question, digging in,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
So something maybe to help with time. But good job.
Actually, thank you very much. I
Yeah,
appreciate
no
it.
problem.
I'm gonna go ahead and take another one. I mean, I still have
Yeah,
yours. but-
go for it. No, keep it for sure. And then I'm gonna get you the info for
Yes.
the car.
Let me go ahead and check that while I'm outside already. Now that I have my laptop, let me see if it went to spam.
Okay, yeah,
Is
because
that
I'm super
right?
curious, just because I
Yeah.
wasn't sure because it's definitely possible. So,
when the next one comes around, I'll probably step in and be like, yes.
All right,
or
perfect.
Yay or nay.
awesome. Thank you. Bye.
All right, we're on a little break.
Break. Okay, cool. I'm
Yep.
actually gonna run. The restroom's right down the street.
It is, right down the hall.
Right down the street.
Very- yeah. Yeah, watch for the cars.
Yeah. It was crazy.